Namaste. I'm pleased and honored to share my thoughts on the topic Essential Teachings of Vedas on Global Peace and Harmony on the occasion of the Panorama International Literature Festival 2020. Veda means to know. It means a deep insight into nature of life and existence as opposed to loka, which means a more superficial understanding. So this is like the difference between looking and seeing. A lot of people look loka, but very few people actually see Veda. So in the Vedic tradition, such people who discover the deeper and sublime insights into the working of the universe came to be known as rishis or seers. In other words, they were also known as the drashtas. If you really look at the arrangement of the Vedas, the classification of the Vedas, the four Vedas represent a refinement and harmony of our faculties so that we get a deeper and richer experience of the universe. So the four Vedas can actually be divided into two categories. The first three Vedas, the Rig, Yajus and Sama, are together known as the Trayi or the Triad. The Atharva Veda makes up the fourth Veda. It is another category altogether. So if we were to look at the meaning of the names of these first three Vedas, the Rig Veda means the Veda of praise, eulogy, devotion, and Yajus means the Veda of action or service, and Sama means the Veda that brings the vision of equality with knowledge. So actually these three Vedas represent the Ichha Shakti, Karma Shakti, Jnana Shakti. These are the faculties that we human beings are blessed with. So when these three powers are in alignment, when our emotions, actions and awareness become harmonious, then we obtain what the seers have proclaimed as the deeper Vedic experience. So action that comes out of refined emotions or emotional stability as well as refined awareness becomes a blessing to the world. If you look at the Atharva Veda, this is the fourth Veda. This means the Veda of compensation or prayaschitta. Na tharvati iti atharva. So that which is not, fluctuating, that which is very stable and strong, that which puts you on the path without deviation. So when we lose this harmony of our three faculties, the Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti and Kriya Shakti, which are represented by the harmonious, coming together of the three Vedas, the Trayi, then the fourth Veda, comes into the forefront to pull us back into the harmony of our three faculties. And that's why it is called as the Atharva Veda. And this is the reason why Ayurveda, which deals with healing, is said to have come from the Atharva Veda, because all illness, all sickness is a result of the faults of our inner instrument, the wrong awareness, the wrong emotions, leading to wrong interactions with our universe, which ultimately results in illness and sorrow. So what then is this Vedic experience? What is it that the seers have seen? What is it that the Vedas extol as the ultimate, human experience? In fact, we do find skepticism and speculation, perhaps of a very high order in the Vedic tradition. The Nasadiya Sukta can give us the goosebumps if we really contemplate and meditate on its profound meaning. Nasadasid, no sadasid tadanim. In the beginning, there was neither existence nor non-existence, neither death nor immortality. There was darkness concealed in darkness. So from this point of deep contemplation, of skepticism, of doubt and questioning and helplessness, the Vedas actually take us to the heights of much deeper spiritual experiences. So from this darkness, when the light emerged, a most sublime insight was gained. So we can say that the Vedas sketch a panoramic view of human consciousness and its capabilities. It reveals to us the depths of darkness in which we can lose ourselves and the emancipating heights of enlightenment that can liberate us. So, and in this journey, the Vedas call upon us to transform into true human beings, to discover humanism, and then to elevate ourselves to a more higher divine nature. So Manurbhava Janaya Daivyam Janam. So this is the beauty of the Vedic experiences, is that sketches the whole framework of human consciousness. All the experiences that we can go through as humans have been depicted in a complete and comprehensive manner, and the pathway leading to a very deep and sublime experience is revealed before us. So the pinnacle of the Vedic experience is the discovery of the liberating insight of the oneness of the universe. So this is why we see the conclusion of the Rig Veda is actually the clarion call to the entire humanity to discover this fundamental unity of the universe. So the Rig Veda actually trumpets this experience of oneness. It's not a concept. That is what actually makes the Vedic insights very unique. What the rishis or the seers are putting before us is not a concept of oneness. They say that this is something to be experienced, and they are proclaiming in joy out of experience this fundamental oneness of the universe. So the rishis literally break into a song, the song of unity. Samgachadhvam, samvadadhvam, samvo manamsi janadam, deva bhagam yatha purve samjanana upasate, samano mantras samiti samani, samanam manas sahachittamesham, samanam mantram abhimantrayeva, samano va havisha juhomi, samani va akuti, samani hridayani va, samanamastu vo manah yathava susaha sati. So this is a beautiful, the song of unity with which the Rig Veda concludes. And in this hymn is the answer to the question as to why should we move together? Why should our hearts and minds unite? And the answer is because the universe is one indivisible whole. This is so beautifully also explained in Ayurveda, which is an offshoot of the Vedic tradition. Sarvalokam atmani atmanam cha sarvaloke samamanupashyata satya buddhi samutpatyade. So this is what the Ayurvedic text also explains as the highest state of health. Highest state of health of your mental, well-being. Highest state of mental well-being. The highest state into which your consciousness can raise itself. When you behold the whole universe in yourself and yourself in the whole universe, then your intelligence has awakened. This is the proclamation that we see in the Ayurvedic texts. So all notions of differences and separateness are superficial, just an experience. It is the one that has become the many. So this call for unity is not a political strategy. It is not diplomacy. It is not an ethical imperative. It is not an approach of, management, man management. It is the reflection of the ultimate truth in the Vedic tradition. So this image that the Vedas brings before us through that powerful hymn of the Purusha Sukta, Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, Sahasraksha Sahasrapad Sabhumim Vishwato Vratva Atyatishthad Dashangulam. So this universal Purusha has 1,000 heads, which means it's infinite. The whole universe, all the heads in this universe is the manifestation of one Purusha. And this one Purusha is pervading this whole universe. So we are one with the entire creation, one with all the living forms. When we say Vasudhaiva Kudumpakam, it does not mean that we are one family as human beings. It's not just the unity of humanity. It's the unity of the entire creation, of all living forms. In fact, what the Vedas are trying to tell us is that we are one with the entire universe. Love, morality, ethics, and the most sublime human emotions merge in the experience of this oneness of the universe, which is the ultimate Vedic experience. And this is why the Veda mantras resound in unison. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu, sarve bhavantu sukhina. Lokaha means all the worlds that exist, all the worlds that I can conceive in my mind. May happiness pervade all worlds, all beings in this entire universe. So the Vedic way of life enables us to navigate through the world of differences, the experience of differences into the unifying experience of the indivisible oneness of creation. So the ultimate logic or the raison d'etre for why the whole world should be considered as one family is because there is no interconnectedness in this universe. Only things that are separate from each other can be connected. If there is only one, there is no connection. So we are one, not connected, because connection is between two. So this is the profound experience of the Vedic sphere. The heights of sublime thought that they scaled, which is the underlying vision behind conceiving the world as one family. And the Vedas and the Vedic tradition inform us that Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, or the whole world as one family, global peace and harmony, is not something that can come through the intellect. It's not something that can come through just political diplomacy. It is not something that can come through management methodologies. It is something that comes when we transform ourselves, when we elevate our own consciousness into this profound experience of the oneness of the universe. We are one family. The world can experience peace and harmony because we are one. We are one indivisible whole. And waking up to this realization, to this experience, is the one singular message that the seers of the Vedas have offered to humanity. Namaste.